Good day and greetings and welcome to Thursday, January the 1st, 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. It's going on 5 a.m. in the morning, 19 degrees Fahrenheit out here in Syracuse. Two-stop delivery today out in Rome, New York and Herkimer, New York. Hope y'all had a great day yesterday. Don't know where I was going with that. We've gotten a little bit of snow out here in upstate central New York. Good times indeed. Good spring yet. Slick out here this morning in the spots. Nice and smooth. Good day and greetings and welcome to Rome, New York. Spinning a little bit right there. Yeah, we're in the middle of a beautiful snowstorm over the past couple days here. It'll probably stop sometime, I don't know, around May. Can't make this up. Yeah, the windshield's nice and clean. Always is in this type of weather. "6 a.m. arrived here at stop number 1 for the day out here in Rome, New York. The dock's not plowed. Nobody is here yet. My appointment isn't until 7 a.m. but my company requests that we get here an hour before our appointment time to make sure that we are on time. So here I am. Ta-da! And there's nobody home. There are no cars in the parking lot. It's all dark. The only person here is the guy that was plowing out front in the big bucket loader. So I'm guessing I'll probably have to move at some point. Off to the left, that's a big snow hill. And back in the day, I would have offered to go play King of the Mountain, but that ain't happening anymore. I'm gonna move and get out of this guy's way here. Or maybe I'm not. I was going to. All the dock out. Nice. That's a plus. Well, maybe I won't be moving around that way now after all. I can always back up. I'm going to try to get out of the way here. Blind side backing around snowbanks like that, when you need that space right there to make the turn, is a major pain in the butt. Just saying. Anyway, to make a long story short, short story long, I was told to be here at 6 a.m. for a 7 a.m. appointment, which is what the paperwork says, 7 a.m. Got here at 5:52. Nobody was home. 7 o'clock, I saw the light go on inside the building. So I went outside, rang the bell. A couple people walked by, they totally ignored the bell. Waited a few minutes, rang the bell again. Nobody answered. So I actually called. Got someone to answer, and they told me that receiving doesn't show up until 8 a.m. Okay, holiday hours maybe? Because the receiving hours are from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Receiving crew shows up at 8 a.m. A little after 8. Talked to the receiving clerk. He told me that the appointment for this is set for 9 a.m. And I told him that according to the paperwork it's 7 a.m. and I was told to be here by 6. So it's all straightened out now. It took me a little extra time to get back in here because of these awesome snowbanks right here. Made it happen. I kept... here, I'll show you real quick. It's like we're walking on the moon here. So I was backing around this corner here, and to make the swing you kind of have to go out and around, and I would get right about this far and I'd bump into the snowbank. So I had to pull forward, back up, pull forward, back up, pull forward, back up. That wasn't working, so I actually drove around the building, see if I could come in from this angle over here. That was even worse. So I guess turned around, backed around, and after a few colorful adjectives and some patience, got it in there, got it done like I always do. So I'm just out here getting unloaded, and then I'll move on to my next stop down in Herkimer, New York. little slick out here this morning. It's 9:35 a.m. All done with delivery number 1 out here in Rome, New York. Spinning a little bit there. Yeah, that snowbank in there was a pain in the butt. I talked to the receiving guy about that, and he said they're looking into having part of that moved because they had a truck get stuck the other day in that. Normally doesn't take as long as it took me to get back in. Felt like it was my first day all over again, you know? But we have these moments every now and then. That's trucking, right? Right. Hey, buy 2 windows, get 1 free. New York Stash. Yeah, we had a bathroom done by New York Stash. That's a interesting story. But I was once told, you know, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So I'll just keep driving and shut my mouth. Come on, let's go. Green means go. Go, man, go. Mr. Sunshine's awful bright today. Nice and smooth over the railroad tracks. Ooh, a little slick right there. Come home to Rome. That's what the sign says. I lived in Rome for a little over a year. From 98 into 99. Lived down the end of Lawrence Street. .611 to be exact. Lived upstairs. Good times. Great oldies. All right, hopping on 49 East. Gonna take that out to Utica, jump on Route 5 East out to Herkimer. That's the plan, man. That's the plan. I did have a little road trip adventure this past week. Took an unexpected drive down to North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to pick my kid up and bring him home. It was a pretty decent trip. Of course, on the way back, I had a little incident. Got some chest pains. Having a hard time breathing, so I pulled off at a rest area and ended up taking an ambulance ride down to an emergency room in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Spent a few hours there, had a bunch of tests done, and I don't know, there's a technical name for it, but basically there's some slight inflammation around the outside of my heart. So I gotta go see my cardiologist on Friday to follow up. I'm thinking the fact that within a 48-hour period I had maybe 4 hours of sleep, a little stressed out because of the move, might have had something to do with it, but you know, these things happen. That's a nice truck right there. But all is good for right now. The cardiologist down in Hershey asked me if, or said something to the effect of, well, maybe you shouldn't drive if driving stresses you out. I told him I was a truck driver. He's like, oh, yeah. 10:50 in the a.m. All done with stop number 2 of the day down here in Herkimer, New York. Rolling out to Baldwinsville, New York to pick up a load that if I have time, I'm going to take down to HQ. Going to get a full day in today, which is good because I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And basically, I've only worked 1 day this week. Next week's check's going to be a ripper. Nice and smooth through here. Got the arrow, man. Bobcat. There's that nice Peterbilt fuel truck. Off to the left was Denny's. There's a Budget Inn. There's a Tractor Supply. I think there's a Red Roof Inn back there in the corner. down here in Herkimer, New York. I-90 westbound. Off to the right is the Skylar Service Plaza. And the Trooper Barracks. The Skylar Substation, it says. Oh, nice. Old FLD Freightliner. Whoop, whoop, Smokey Bear sitting off in the bushes to the right taking pictures. This guy's gonna mess up my windshield. Got it, dude. Nice, Pete. I-90 westbound, exit 37 out here near Syracuse, Liverpool. Got more snow falling. That's awesome. Pure awesomeness. I saw a thing from one of the news stations yesterday saying that Syracuse got 24.2 inches or something like that in a 24-hour period recently. I believe it. It's been stupid around here lately as far as snow goes. Just about to my exit. Gotta get over. I see why now. There's another plow off to the left in the median. Waiting his turn to get some clearance so he can get out and plow and salt. Hopping off I-90 West, rolling on to 690 North. On this beautiful Thursday morning. Actually, it's the afternoon, never mind. On this beautiful Thursday afternoon. There we go. This is going to be fun. Now these roads look special. Alright, Route 690 northbound and down. And it's only getting better. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that lovely? I'm over it. Beyond over it. It's a little greasy right through here. There's that tiny lake effect stuff with the little tiny flakes. This camera and I are going to rumble today. I just recorded a whole clip. I don't know if it came out now or not. I can't go back and do it. I was going to show you something too late now. Anyway, out here at Baldwinsville, New York, just took care of the old drop and hook blues. Picked up a load going to Norwich, Connecticut. Was supposed to take this down to HQ, but I've only got 4.5 hours left, and I can make that turn in that amount of time. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I feel like I already just said this, and already looking forward to next week. I'll just leave it at that. Tape rolling in 3, 2, 1, action. That there's the best of sound of the day. It's currently 2:35 in the afternoon. I'm going to wrap up my paperwork, computer work, and make like a sheep herder and get the flock out of here. So until next time, hasta le pasta and adios. Cheers.